Welcome to another edition of Adventures in Business, where we will be exploring the sweet world of frozen treats with entrepreneur Toa Green, who has been an entrepreneur for over 20 years. Toa has owned and operated Crank and Boom Ice Cream for over a decade. She has a wealth of knowledge and experience in the art of creating delicious and unique ice cream flavors. Join us as we take a journey through the colorful and vibrant world of ice cream, where we will tour behind the scenes, learn about the production process, and discover what makes Crank and Boom ice cream so dang delicious.
Take one. Thank you.
Now we'll open the door for you. First, the ingredients are carefully measured and mixed together in a large vat. Fresh cream, sugar, and natural flavors are blended together to create the smooth base of the ice cream. Next, the mixture is slowly churned and frozen in a specialized machine, which adds air to create the light and creamy texture we all know and love. As the ice cream begins to take shape, it's quickly transferred to large vats where it's mixed with a variety of delicious toppings and swirls, adds bursts of flavor and texture. Finally, the finished ice cream is packaged and sent out to eager customers all around the country.
A lot of the pints that are cheaper, they will actually say frozen dessert on them because ice cream is a regulated term, kind of like bourbon. Like you can't just call something bourbon. It has to meet certain requirements. And so ice cream, you cannot just call anything ice cream. You have to meet certain parameters. So it has to have 10% butter fat. It has to be less than 50% air. And so those really cheap pints that you can get for $1 or $2 have the same packaging, but they will say frozen dessert on them because they probably have more than 50% air. So if you adjust how much air you whip into it, and we actually whip it like gelato, which has a very low air content. And that's why our product is so thick and it's so dense, and that's why it's expensive to make that way.
That's what makes it good.
That's what makes it so good, and that's why we use real Oreos, and that's why we use expensive ingredients, because we just want to make a better product. I remember the first time we delivered a case to Kroger, because we were in Kroger for a short time, and they commented on how heavy our shipping box was, because they were used to picking up light boxes of ice cream. This one was really, because ours is so dense. But that's, I think that combo of high fat content and low amount of air is what makes it so good, and then putting quality ingredients in, like real Oreos, real strawberries. So this is our assembly line. So when we have fill-ins, someone's doing the base. If we have other stuff, we might have a third person like doing sauce behind it. So like blueberry lime cheesecake has a blueberry sauce as well as a graham cracker crumb. So we'd have we'd have cheesecake ice cream, and then you'd have someone saucing and crumbing behind.
One of the things that makes their ice cream super special is that they have a high fat content. They do a 14% butter fat, which is equivalent to a Haagen-Dazs or a Ben & Jerry's, which puts Crank and Boom in the premium category. They do 3 layers in every pint so that you get a bite of the showstopper in every spoonful. To showcase the ingredients, they make sure that the top layer has lots of toppings so that when you open it, you are wowed with flavor.
And it's amazing when you see them go, they can do this whole process so fast.
So I'm holding them up right now. Is basically what you're saying.
It's for the sake of YouTube.
It's for the sake of the content. They're probably looking at my job going like, man, he is not doing that right. Sorry guys.
It's fine.
This one I messed up on, guys. I got to redo it. Beautiful.
Our cap has the words of our mission statement, which is create joy and ignite laughter and inspire compassion. Be the same.
So here we go. We got Crank and Boom this way and Crank and Boom that way.
It's sweet, it's awesome, and then we're going to add like real Oreo cookies. So our cookies and cream is different because we use real Oreos. So a lot of other folks who make cookies and cream use the fake Oreos. We use the real ones. And we put a whole bunch of them in there. So.
You can tell, there's Oreos in all this right here.
So we have like a lot of Oreos in the base.
You want to taste it, Kate?
Yeah, you need to taste.
Rate it 1 through 10.
I'm like,
10? 11.
Okay.
She said 11 out of 10.
Oh, nice. Okay. So welcome to our Wall of Fame. So our hallway through this back part of the building is all either photos or news articles or something that kind of documents our journey. And so the very first photo here is me, my mom, my dad, and my sister at the Smile As I Am restaurant, the restaurant that my parents started in 1990 when I was 7 years old. So that's my first dabble. Yeah, and you can tell because my glasses are bigger than my face. But they started that restaurant. They're Thai immigrants. They had, had different jobs while they were here, but my mom is an amazing chef and cook and just loves feeding people. And so they thought a natural business for them to have is a restaurant. And that restaurant is now called Thai Smile under different ownership.
Okay.
But it is a Frankfurt institution now. So people who work and live in Frankfurt know it. Those who remember my dad, he is an institution in Frankfurt. And so we're glad that there's a legacy from their restaurant. And then of course, our experience, my sister and I are experienced working in that restaurant and the different skills and things that we learned in our childhood working. It's like the family farm. We worked there all the time.
Sure, you learned a lot of customer service through this.
Yeah, I mean, I was terrified of people when I was a kid, and people would come in and I would literally run to the back and tell my dad, people are here. And he would chase me back out there and say, well, go seat them and give them a menu. So, just customer service, just learning how to talk to strangers is such an amazing skill to have. And, our little kids who are 3 and 5, all the time, we're forcing them, go talk to people. You have to learn how to talk to strangers. This is a skill that you need in life. So welcome to our break room. There are a lot of fun mementos in here, along with fantastic snacks, which any place of work requires lots of good snacks.
Tao showed us around the break room where she had a lot of awards through the years and articles that meant a lot to her and the business framed on the wall, like the People magazine article with Faith Hill and Tim McGraw on the front. Also, not seen here is an edition with The Rock, which is way cooler.
This is my childhood radio, and I would it's not even fancy enough to have a CD player. This was I would make my mixtapes off the radio.
And it still works.
And it still works. So it's got, still, sometimes there'll be radio background music that will be playing in here off of my little radio. This one we're really proud of. So the Department of Ag has this Kentucky Proud program called Buy Local. And so if you use local ingredients from local farmers, you are able to get a reimbursement from the Department of Ag. And so they have I think it's 36,000 lifetime cap. So if you get enough each year, you get enough refunds and reimbursements, and you reach your lifetime cap, they cut you off, and then they give you an award.
So you've exhausted all the funds. And I asked them, I was like, can I give you this trophy and we can keep getting reimbursements? but that's not the case. Didn't really work out.
The idea is for them to support people and encourage people to use local vendors.
Yeah.
And so we had done that and reached our lifetime achievement of buying local ingredients. So we're super proud of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to, we used to have these labels, and I would literally handwrite all of them at our restaurant, and I would put on a TV show and I would just write all the labels. And then my friend was like, why don't you scan that and have them printed? Oh.
That's a good idea.
Because all you have to do is change the file with handwriting and they scan it and it just prints. I'm like, oh, how do you know?
All right. So which show were you binge watching while you were writing labels?
Oh gosh, who knows? At that time, you couldn't really binge watch things then. You just had to watch what was on TV.
Yeah, that's true.
This is our Feed Backpack wall. So we have a partnership with a local organization called Feed Backpack Program, and they provide food bags that have shelf-stable food that is packed and given to kids in our schools, elementary, middle, and high school, to put in their backpacks to take home over the weekend if they need some extra food support. So those who might be food insecure, or those who might not have enough food at home, or might be in a transitional time of their life, it just provides something extra, extra resources, extra food. So we love supporting this organization. They do amazing work. So what we do is we get orders from God's Pantry. We get food. Shelf-stable food is here every week, and sometimes every 2 weeks, depending on how much we're packing. We will pull these tables out and put food on them, and then we will run through the line and fill the food bags.
They've packed over 10,000 bags since starting the program and now do 200 bags a week. This is amazing, and they're really proud to be able to feed so many kids, but really the goal here is to pack fewer and fewer bags because they want kids to be pulled out of tough situations. I'm about to go in a freezer that is -6 degrees. Wish me luck. Here we go.
Here we go.
-6.
All right. Welcome to our freezer. And along this line, we've got tubs, and this line is all pipes. And in the back corner is all our strawberries that are frozen, that come from our farm in Western Kentucky. And they actually each year ask how many thousand. We order in the thousands of pounds. So we've ordered as much as 8,000 pounds one year, maybe 3,000 pounds another year, based on how much strawberry ice cream we sell. But that goes into strawberry ice cream, strawberry balsamic sorbet, our strawberry sauce, and now it's going in the strawberry filling of our new chocolate bonbons as well. So. A cloth backdrop that people come take pictures in here. And then one day, some young lady wrote down here, "I don't want to be here, Susie Bell." And that was the first person that wrote and destroyed something. And that all it takes is one person. And then now everybody, you know, I mean, people have been like really elaborate here.
Yeah, it's like, how much time do you think that person spent here?
Yeah. They were not supervised, but.
Has there been any like celebrity type people that have
not that I'm aware of, but I mean, there's so many names here. Well, Lady Gaga has been here.
And Kobe.
I never know. We have had Kaylee Cuoco come because she is an equestrian, so she is in Lexington here and there.
Send us home with ice cream.
We got some goodies because you can't leave empty-handed from here. Some non-dairies. Basically all
That's
our
for me.
non-dairies. And they are all vegan as well. So all our non-dairy flavors are also all vegan. And then some other fun things for Kate. Gooey butter cake. Kate, here's your flavor selection. Gooey butter cake, blackberry, cookie dough.
It's like Christmas.
Banana salted caramel.
Oh yeah.
Banana pudding.
Oh my god.
My favorite.
That one we did as a small batch flavor, and we ended up bringing it back 5 times.
Yeah.
We kept saying banana pudding 5.0.
Better every time.
And then we added it to the regular lineup. Yeah.
Thank you all so much. You didn't have to do that.
Now, and if you don't have room in your freezer, this stuff will stay cold for like 24 hours in the box.
I will make room.
So, yeah, just make sure you crack your car windows a little bit if you're driving for a long time, because that'll give off carbon dioxide.
That's right. No death today.
We're going to give you a bag of our Super Fudge hot chocolate mix, which we make in-house. Hot off the mixer this morning, Liz made you vanilla marshmallows. And then we're going to throw in a little box of different toppings for your hot chocolate. And then this is actually in our hot chocolate kit that we ship on Goldbelly. It's actually a menu card of how you can make them boozy if you want, or just plain, and it has all the ingredient information.
So cool.
So, you know, the weather in Kentucky, it could be 70 today, it could be -20 tomorrow. So hot chocolate is always a win.
That's a wrap.